Okay, number one. Simplify. This is an algebraic expression, right? So we don't have to solve anything. We don't have to get x by itself. So I'm just going to simplify or evaluate it if I had like in number 2. So 3 times x is what? 3 times negative 4. Positive 5x times x. 5x times 3. Oh, I forgot the square. Okay. Now I still have to simplify, right? I would, if you want to make your Algebra 2 teacher very happy, please put this in some kind of standard form. I would appreciate that. My highest exponent here is 5x squared. I have some x to the first terms to combine. I have 3x and 15x, which is, that's right, 18x. And then I have left over minus 12. My answer. Number 2. This is where you have to evaluate it. X equals negative 4. I'm going to substitute it in wherever there's an x. Y equals negative 2. Going to substitute it in wherever there's a y. Now, this would be a really good problem to put parentheses in there, then go back and fill in the what? Okay, so this, like I said, this would be a really good problem to put the parentheses in there for the variables. Then go back and plug in your values. X is negative 4 and y is negative 2. Because if you do that, you can plug this right in the calculator and get the answer. You should be able to do this one in your head. It's not that bad. Negative 4 squared. PEMDAS, you got to do exponents, right? Negative 4 squared, 16. 16 times 4, 64, right? I don't even know what that means. Negative 3 times negative 2, positive 6, 64 plus 6. All right, number 3. This time I have an equation, so I'm going to have to solve, which means I have to isolate the variable, which means I got to have x equals something, right? Okay, number 3. Negative 3 times x. Negative 3 times 2. Nothing going on with the 7. Bring it down. Positive 5 times 4. Positive 5 times negative 2 is negative 10x. Okay, I have the same term on the same, like terms on the same side of the equal sign. So I have 7 and 20 I can combine. So I have negative 3x minus 6 equals 27 minus 10x. Okay, so you want me to add 10x to get the x's on the left-hand side. That gets rid of these 10x's, so I have to get rid of this 6. So I'm going to add 6 to the 27. That gets rid of this one on this side. So that gets me x's on one side, numbers on the other. I forgot my x. With me? 7x equals 33. Now what? Divide both sides by 7. I'm going to get, oh, you guys are stupendous. That's a compliment. Doesn't mean stupid, it means stupendous. It's students like you that make me question why I chose this profession. Yeah, it's a compliment. Hey, I have a ratio equaling a ratio. How do I solve this? Cross multiply. Doesn't matter which one you put first. I'm just going to put 5 times x minus 5 first, then 9 times x plus 2. Okay, distribute. 5 times x. 5 times negative 5. 9 times x.
So you're gonna subtract 9x from 5x and 25, right?
I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. Well, it's just going to keep my x term positive. That's the only reason why I do it. Yes, you will come out with the same answer. So I've got to get this number to the other side. So I'm going to subtract 18. Negative 43 equals 4x. So x is going to equal the negative 43 divided by 4. And no simplifying there. Okay, number 5, what am I going to need? Number 5 is on your quiz tomorrow. A lowest common denominator. Well, you need a common denominator. More specific would be preferable if you got the lowest common denominator. Now, okay, so we're going to start with the highest number in the denominator, which is 6. However, 4 does not divide evenly into 6, so we're going to try the next multiple of 6, 12. 6 divides into 12, 2 divides into 12, 4 divides into 12, and 2 divides into 12. So that's my lowest common denominator. I am going to multiply this entire equation by 12. Multiplying 12 times 5, 6. This is how I do this in my head. 12 divided by 6 is 2. 2 times 5x is 10x. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 times 1 is 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3x. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 times 7 is 42. Yep, subtract, that's how I would do it. Subtract 3x and add, it gets rid of my x terms over here, so I have to bring the numbers. So I'm going to add 6, add 6. Gets rid of my numbers over here. 10x minus 3x. 7x. 48. So we're going to get another fraction. Divide both sides by 7.
All of them are going down.
How many things come out even in real life? They don't. Questions, comments, concerns on number 5, fractions. Okay. Number 6. Number 6. Yes, we got to have B equals something. Okay, so here's my equal sign. I'm going to get the BQ term by itself, so I'm going to get rid of that 4 first. Subtract 4 from both sides. BQ equals 3P. If you put 3P down, I'm going to throw you out in the hall. They are not like terms. Do not subtract them. Here. Never mind, I'm recording. Okay. I need to divide both sides by Q. So I have B. I have a new outlook. I'm not going to swear to my students. Sure. 7P minus 4 equals over Q equals. Get it? Well, let me give you a hint. You hate fractions, right? You hate fractions, right? How do you get rid of the fraction? How do I get rid of that denominator divided by 3? Times 3. Okay, so the left-hand side, I get 3 times t, which is 3t. These 3's cancel. Delinquents are not paying attention students. Please focus. I get 4b minus 7. Okay, what do we need? B? So I need to add 7 to both sides, right? Okay. Please don't put 10t down. Please. Please. And I have to get b by itself, so I'm going to what? Divide both sides by 4. Are you getting this?
Just go to our entire work that we need to turn in.
Yeah, you know what? I'll have students that won't turn it in. Won't mention any names. Ethan. I'm just telling you, Ethan, that there's going to be students that are not going to turn this in. Okay, Ethan? Okay, solve for capital B. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is get my capital B's on one side. So I'm going to subtract 2 capital B. I'm going to put it with this term because they're like terms. 2B. 2B or not to be. 6B minus 2B equals 4B equals 7Y. Why? Because we like it. Subtract 10 from both sides. If you're still subtracting unlike terms, put it on the side over here. So I have 4b, 7y minus 10. There you go. Easy peasy, right?
What my equation was minus divided by that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Times b is by itself, either on the left-hand side of the equal sign or
Can't just
that is the answer.
number. Can't just have.
That's not the answer. This is the answer. If you just have 7y minus 10 over 4, that's the wrong answer.
Okay.
Yes.
I had.
All right, number 9. Okay, solve for capital A, which means I have to get my capital A's on one side of the equal sign. So I'm going to subtract 4A. Now, I guarantee you I will get something like 3A on a paper, minus 3A on a paper or something like that. These are not like terms. Okay? Negative 4 and M are not the same number. AM minus 4A. Okay? I have capital A and two terms on the same side of the equal sign. What do I have to do? It's a division problem. Divide by A, but how am I going to divide both of these by A at the same time? Use undistribute, my neat little term, undistribute property. Okay? Because this is already multiplied out. I have two terms. I'm going from two terms to one term. Then you divide. Here, if I, listen to me. Here, I have one term, and I'm going to two terms. I have to multiply. Okay? Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay? What I'm really doing is taking AM divided by A gives me M. Or negative 4A divided by A is negative 4. You look confused. Are you good? Yeah. Because I'll write it off to the side what I'm doing. You scare me. I'm going to do it anyway. But AM divided by capital A leaves me with M. Okay? Negative 4A or 4A divided by A leaves me with minus 4. Okay, now all I have to do is what? This is all multiplication now. This is locked in as one number times another number. Both sides. Remember that when I was teaching how to refresh in your memory, how to multiply fractions, and I told you guys to cancel out first, get used to that. This is the reason why, because we can cancel out whole quantities. Okay. Hey, no. Did you make it? Wait. Did you make them? Who made them? No. Are you in food? No. Any questions? Because you have this quiz is basically, or this quiz review is basically the quiz. There's a few more problems on the quiz, but okay. A car company. Got it? Okay, number 10. A car company charges $25 per day for rental and 95 cents per mile driven. Write a model to represent the situation. Define your variables. Actually, this one is kind of like it's backwards. You should define your variables first, then write your model or equation, right? So let's define our variables first. What do I need? $25 per day. So I'm going to let D equal cost per day. If I have any, they're on the back table. Okay, what else do I need? Cost per mile. So I need miles. I'm going to use M for the cost per mile. And that's going to, I need to write something for the total cost, right? I don't know, T, total cost. Okay, then it says write a model to represent this. Well, $25 per day. My variable for day is D, plus my mileage, which is 95 cents per mile. It's going to equal my total cost, T. Questions, comments, concerns? What do we have? 10 minutes left of class or so? How about we work some more on the isolating variables worksheet? Or are you guys good? You got your own? What do you want to do?